This is another podcast interview with one of my coaching clients I ran, who scaled from 5 to 15K a month using a social sniper strategy on Twitter while having less than 1,000 followers. So I'm gonna break down the strategy she used, and I'm gonna show you exactly how she was able to close deals with people who have more than 50,000 followers. This is the target audience she's going after, and we're gonna break down the DM strategy she used and the content strategy and basically everything. So for all agency owners, this is going to be an insanely valuable interview, so let's watch it. What's up, guys? I'm here with one of my coaching clients I ran, who scaled from 5 to 15K a month in just a matter of weeks, probably. For how long have we worked together? For like 2.5 months or something like that, right?
I think more like 2 months.
2 months, yeah. So like in 2 months, she scaled from 5 to 15K with her agency. And in this video, the only goal of it is to just show you exactly how she did it and just break down the strategy that she used, so you can all copy and paste it into your agency or pretty much coaching business as well. And the reason I wanted to jump on this podcast interview is because Irene runs an interesting offer. She has less than 1,000 followers, but she targets people who have more than 50,000 followers. These are like big influencers, big accounts, and they respond on her messages. They want to work with her, and the only reason why is because of the positioning, messaging, and content. So we're going to talk about these 3 things today. I have one question. The main question is like, can you tell us a little bit more about your current offer?
Yeah, so we help coaches, agency owners, and personal brands add extra 20 to 50K in 45 days using our Tribes framework. And then we work on scaling paid community revenue and help brands convert high-ticket clients from it as well.
Okay, gotcha. And who is the main target audience for that? Like, do you care about the amount of followers or the quality of followers these guys have?
Yeah, the quality of followers is really important, as well as the amount. So I usually prefer to work with people above 50K, better if it's distributed across different social media platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram, or YouTube as well. But the power is in multiplication. So the more you have right now, the more value you can get from it, and the easier it will be to monetize the community and scale it to thousands of paid members.
All right, so basically, as I understand, I mean, just to let the audience know about your offer a little bit more. So you can take an influencer with, let's say, 50,000 followers, and you help them launch and scale their community, like MRR-based community, and you're gonna do it like done for you. So they spend no time doing it, but you just add from 20 to like $50,000 to their revenue using this like community framework that you have. Is that correct?
Yeah, I usually ask for around 1 to 2 hours per week, which is not bad if you are able to scale it to like 7-figure business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so basically like these people, they only need to invest let's say a couple hours a week, and then also like just partner with you to be able to add like multiple 4 figures a month to their revenue, which sounds I mean, the offer itself, it's like very good. And I wanted to talk about your main case study, because when we started working together, you had this like killer case study. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Because I think it's like it was one of the reasons why you were able to scale that fast.
Yeah, 100%. So our biggest case study is Utopia. It's a community of 5,000 paying members, and we helped it to scale from 2 to 5,000 members and keep the retention at around 92% every single month. And this is probably my favorite project overall, because the value is incredible, the founder is incredible, and a lot of big names involved in this community. And of course, it didn't happen like overnight. We worked consistently to add new members month over month. We worked on improving the retention. It's basically like any other optimization kind of offer, like conversion rate optimization. You cannot jump from like 70% retention to 90%. You need to consistently improve value. You need to consistently run new challenges, new promotions. You need to add new guests who also provide value. You need to make sure that people also want to post value and really feel included and wanted to give back attract a community.
Right, I see. So basically, like in that case, what's interesting for me is that you're working with like really big names. Not all like influencers, not all bloggers are your target audience. You are going after someone who posts like educational type of content, because with entertaining content you can't really build a community around what are you going to build it. So you're going to after someone who's posting educational content, and also you want them to have at least 50,000 followers. The amount of people is limited, and they're all kind of on the next level. They don't respond to messages, or maybe if they do, then it requires some kind of a like connection or trust or whatever that is. So I wanted to talk about like your path from 5 to 15 grand and how you did that with less than 1,000 followers. Can you quickly like walk us through everything that you did with your like Twitter account to be able to scale?
Yeah, 100%. So the first most important step, I think that we did with you as well, is basically nailing down the profile, the messaging, the content, basically
Right.
what you need to post, the pinned message, which is very important. I heard a lot from people who are jumping on call with me that they jumped because they read the pinned message and because they checked the website, they checked the case studies, they saw that I worked with some big brands, and they saw what we did with Utopia. And because with e-commerce also on Twitter, they basically can go on his profile, they can check like what's the person, what's he's posting, that he's not like a scammer or whatever, and that this is a real product. And after that, basically it's just posting content, scraping leads, and sending DMs. I was really afraid of sending DMs in the first place. I initially just hated it because I thought like no one will respond, I will burn down my brand, blah 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 blah. But it turned out that the more high value people are, the better response rate you get. So I usually don't get response from people like 10 to 20k. It's really rare cases. But when I DM people like with 100k followers or 200k followers, I get much better reply rates, and also the quality of leads is much better. That's why I don't want to focus anymore on people who are, just starting out on social media. I'm really going after people who already built their business, they already have high ticket products, and they have money to invest into scaling their offer using community strategy.
Wow, that's a very interesting point that you made just now. It's all about like going after the right customers for you, because like with my business, I also feel like some people who are not very responsible on DMs, or just like like send me the price list, or just let us know more and we're gonna decide, who don't follow your like chat process, etc. I just feel like there is no connection between like me and them, and it means that there will be no sale eventually. So you made a point that basically people with smaller audiences, they don't respond to your messages. Probably the reason is that they don't see a value like in building a community. They're not big enough yet. But it's always important, guys, to know like who is your ideal like a perfect fit client, and only go after them and only send DMs to these people. It's better if you send less DMs and get more responses than you just like send 1,000 DMs and then get no responses, like burn out and stop doing DMs at all. So you told us that there are 3 key parts. There is an offer, there is like basically positioning yourself as an authority, building your Twitter profile, which is great. I'll add some of the like screenshots of your profile on the screen just to make sure that people understand what we are talking about. Then you said that there is another big point is your content, and then the last point is DMs. So I want to talk about content and DMs. What do you think was the main reason for the scale? Is that the content or like DMs that you sent?
I think if you're a small account, and especially with the current algorithm, outbound like beats inbound like 100%. Although people don't like to do outbound, they think it's annoying, blah blah blah. But if you can put a picture of the bright future in your mind, you will overcome this struggle of sending DMs. And also learning how to actually carry the conversation. That was probably the hardest skill to acquire for me, because I barely sent any DMs before. I was relying only on inbound, and before I was banned, it was much easier. But after the ban on Twitter, unfortunately, I wasn't getting any inbound like at all. I know maybe 2 or 3 likes a post or whatever. So I decided to go like full outbound, and honestly I think it's a good thing, because you can actually choose who you want to reach out to,
Mm-hmm.
and you can actually go after any brand you want with an open DM on Twitter,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's another great point, that if you don't have an audience yet, what you should focus on if you want to make money and monetize like your audience, even if it's small, is outbound. So the goal here is to build a profile so you look like an authority figure, even though you don't have a lot of followers, and then start reaching out to people who are a good, again, as I said, like perfect fit clients for you. And with a good message, with the right sell by chat script, you'll be able to book calls even with guys with like hundreds of thousands of followers. So I want to talk about like the clients that you signed. Can you tell us a little bit more about the clients that you signed? I mean, how big of an audience they have, what kind of offers they run, just to get a sense of the level of people you can reach out if your DM strategy is like dialed in.
Yeah, so the biggest guy is a huge LinkedIn influencer. He has 100K on LinkedIn, and his
Wow.
offer is like very high ticket. So
Mhm.
he charges clients up to 10K per month
Wow.
for LinkedIn ghostwriting.
Mhm.
So this guy is like, he's a real deal, I would say.
Yeah.
I think the reason why he really wanted to hop on a call is because I added this small tweak to my script, basically sending a VSL to a person, handling objections in advance.
Okay.
And after watching it, he said like, okay, it makes sense. Let's just chat. And he hopped on a
Yeah.
call like basically on the next day, and it was a very smooth process. And I really enjoy working with this guy because he really understands the value of the offer. He really understands that his audience is unmonetized, because only like 1% of his audience, if not less, can afford paying like 10K for ghostwriting services.
Yeah.
And the rest of the audience, basically 99K, is untapped revenue. And when you already have like an established high ticket business, there's no reason why he wouldn't go after like those money, basically.
Yeah. I understand that. And it's good that you mentioned that basically he was sold before he jumped on the call with you, basically. And the reason for that is the VSL that you sent. With me, for example, as long as I run YouTube as well, I shot some like YouTube videos here and there. I started using it as well. And like with our like sell by chat script, instead of just booking the call right away, we just show people the video that can help them solve their current problem. And this way you can build way more trust, because you're not salesy with your messages. You genuinely trying to help, and this is what people appreciate. And also the good thing about VSL is that, like as you said, you can prevent all the objections during the sales call. You can talk about your service, you can show the case studies, you can do anything to make sure that people understand your offer and they actually need it before they jump on a call with you. All right, so if we just to map up some steps on Twitter for people who are just starting their agencies or like stuck between 5 and 10K, you said that there are like 3 key things. Optimizing your profile, which is like, yes, absolutely insanely like valuable, because you're even starting getting inbound leads from people who search for specific keywords, let's say like community building or whatever. Then it's content, how to like position yourself as an authority, and then DMs. Would you like to add something that made your strategy like so successful?
Yeah, I think it's not just DMs, because I get a lot of bad DMs, and I usually respond to every DM, and I see how people carry the conversation. And after starting doing that, I realized the weak points, and it helped me to improve my strategy as well. So I just see that when I'm chatting with someone, I start to feel when the conversation feels unnatural, and this helps me to prevent the same behavior from my side when I'm doing kind of the same thing. So it's a combination of carrying the conversation yourself, meaning sending DMs, and also trying to observe what people are doing right now. And the moment you really want to stop responding to DMs they're sending.
Yeah. I probably get that, I don't know, like 20, 30 cold DMs every single day. And that's crazy how stupid some of them are, you know, and like how easy it actually is to win in the game if you just understand some basic psychology, some basic like tactics on how to attract attention at first, and also build trust with just a couple of messages, which is good. Would you like to promote some of your offers right now? Because I feel like I have some people with a bigger audience who have, let's say, like 20, maybe 50,000 followers. Can you tell us like what exactly you can do for them? And we'll just ramp it up, because I think it was like very, very valuable for like any agency owners in the space.
Yeah, so if you have a high ticket offer and you want to monetize your audience, make more than $1 per follower from a low ticket community, and also converts the best clients with basically zero time from your side. Be my guest. I will help you to do that.
Awesome. All right, guys. So again, thank you all for watching this video. Go follow Irene on Twitter and also Instagram, because she recently started this fresh new Instagram. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys. This was awesome interview. If you enjoyed it in full, then go in the description and click the first link in it, and you'll find my free mini course on how to scale your agency or coaching business to 50 grand a month. I broke down my own example and I showed you exactly how I did it, so you can copy and paste my strategy. There are 5 models. I got an insane amount of positive feedback on this free mini course, and DM me the word scale on Instagram if you want me to help you scale your business one-on-one.